So today is Wednesday, and that means it's time for my next entry in my Disney Canon series. And today we're looking at their 40th animated classic. It's kind of crazy that we're already there to 40, and we are looking at The Emperor's New Groove. And it's really amazing that this movie is watchable at all. Because of all of the production nightmares that it had. It started out as the Kingdom of the Sun, and it was originally supposed to be a sort of an emperor's new clothes kind of idea of sort of the poor peasant switches places with the rich, pompous, arrogant prince, and they kind of learn something about each other. And I guess that Sting had written like 6 or 7 songs for the movie, and Roger Allers from Lion King fame was going to direct it, and a couple of years, I guess, down the road of working on it, and it just wasn't working. And this is an example of when studio interference actually worked. Because people only complain about bad studio interference, but sometimes it actually works and makes it better. And in this case, it just wasn't working as a film. It was boring, it was maudlin, it was everything that they didn't want. And so they got this crazy idea to make him turn into a llama and have this sort of story. And I remember when I first heard that this was about a character turning into a llama, I thought that sounded so stupid. And then I went and saw it, and I laughed a lot, and I thought it was really funny. So it really surprised me back then, and I think it still does even now. It's just so different and so weird. It's amazing that they put this together in as quick as time as they did. And I think it was under a year that they had to retool it and redo it and everything. It's amazing. And I think that it's one of those movies that if you don't find it funny, then you're just not going to enjoy it that much. There's not a whole lot else going on. There's not amazing artistry or, great songs or something like that you'll enjoy. If you don't think it's funny, then it's just not going to be the movie for you. I do think it's funny, and that's the main job of a comedy, is to make me laugh. I think a nice thing about a movie like this is that I was talking with a friend the other day about how there's sort of a Disney formula of things that you see in many Disney movies, of sort of the sidekick animals and the character that can kind of talk to animals and communicate with them. You have the romance, you have the songs, things that are just sort of Disney staples. Well, here's a movie that kind of gets rid of all of that. There's only 2 real Tom Jones songs at the very beginning and very end, and then a credits song. Poor Sting just gets his 1 credit song, and that's it. And there's not really a romance at all. There's not really any sidekicks. And the lead character is kind of an unlikable character. He's kind of would be the villain in most of the Disney movies. So if you want something that's different, that sort of turns the Disney formula on the head, this is a good example of that, and this is an entertaining example of that. And it's about Kuzco, who is this emperor, and he wants to build his summer home on the land of this guy named Pacha, and Pacha comes and tries to convince him to not do it. Kuzco also fires this woman named Yzma, who has been kind of always worked at the castle and stuff, and tried to do his job. It's kind of a Jafar type character, and she has this sidekick named Kronk, and she makes up this potion that turns Kuzco into a llama. And so Kuzco ends up as this llama way in the middle of the jungle, and he has to rely on Pacha to help take him back to the castle. And so they learn a lot, and it's a formula movie in the sense that it is a buddy cop kind of road trip type movie, but it's got a lot of really funny scenes. I think that Kronk and Yzma are so hilarious together. I love them so much that you just got sort of the dry humor of Yzma with Eartha Kitt's vocals, and you have sort of the earnestness of Kronk with Patrick Warburton's vocals are so funny. And I just like the way that the scenes with him with the devil and the angel on his shoulder are so good. I love the scene when Yzma pulls the lever and she ends up going into the swamp, and then she comes back and she's like, "Why do we even have that lever?" That scene always makes me laugh.
To the secret lab. Pull the have that liver. Get out of my way.
And, you know, she doesn't like his spinach puffs and...
Why did I think you could do this? This one simple thing. It's like I'm talking to a monkey.
Whoa now.
A really, really big, stupid monkey named Crack.
Ouch.
And do you want to know something else? I've never liked your spinach puffs. Never.
That's it. She's going down now.
And that's really funny, and he's like devastated. And there's a great scene when they're in the diner. I think that has a lot of really good physical comedy in it. And Kronk has the diner lingo down, and
Jumbo's extra bacon on the side, 2 chili cheese samplers, a basket of liver and onion rings, a catch of the day, and a steak cut in the shape of a trout. You got all that, honey?
3 oinkers wearing pants, plate of hot air, basket of grandma's breakfast, and change the bull to a gill. Got it.
when they sing happy birthday to Isma is really funny.
1, 2, 3, 4. Happy, happy birthday, from all of us to you. We wish it was our birthday so we could party too. Happy, happy birthday, and all your dreams come true. We wish it was our birthday.
It's your birthday!
And there's also some nice moments of heart, mostly involving Pacha and Cusco trying to sort of learn, and he's a, you know, a liar and a bad person and everything like that. But it works for me because you need at least one character, because you have 3 characters that are kind of villains, so you need one that's just sort of maybe a little bit sentimental on the other side. And also, I really love Pacha's family. I think they're awesome. I love his little girl with his crazy pigtails. His wife's actually a pregnant woman in a Disney movie, which is just sort of different, unique, and I like how sort of sassy she is, and I like the way that they're sort of able to sort of steamroll Yzma when they get there. Is very funny, and so overall, it just gives me what I want out of a comedy. I want a comedy to make me laugh. And this does. It makes me laugh. And I think the animation is fine. I think that the voice acting is stellar. Everybody involved is great, including David Spade, John Goodman. Everybody is just awesome. So there's really not a whole lot I would change in this movie. Maybe make Paca not quite as sentimental a character. I don't know, but I really don't have a problem with it. And so for me, it's setting out to be a comedy. It is a comedy, and it really makes me laugh. So I give The Emperor's New Groove an A-. I really like it. So let me know what you think of The Emperor's New Groove. Do you really like it? Put in the comment section, and thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!